Who do you pray for? It's an important question, I think. I probably pray most regularly for my family and for our church, particularly for those I know who are in need, whatever that need might be. Actually, we've got a wonderful opportunity in our church this coming weekend to spend some time in prayer and fasting, particularly lifting to God those in our church family who are in need. If you'd like to be prayed for and haven't done so already, I'd encourage you to get in touch with Pamela Llewellyn so that she can add you to our list. And whether you need prayer or not, I'd encourage you to set aside some time on Saturday to pray and indeed, if you can, to fast as well. But back to today, I've got another question for you. It's not about prayer, it's a little different from the first. How do you feel about Boris Johnson or Donald Trump? How do you feel about Xi Jinping of China or Vladimir Putin? How do you feel about Angela Merkel or Kim Jong-un? My guess is that different names on that list conjure up different feelings. But as this letter that we're looking at to Timothy suggests, it doesn't really matter how you feel about any of these people. We should be praying for them. You should be praying for them. 1 Timothy chapter 2 starts like this. I urge then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercessions and thanksgiving be made for all people, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. You see, it doesn't matter how you feel about your nation's leaders, or indeed the leaders of other nations in the world. The things that they do, the decisions that they make, have an impact upon all of us, upon God's people across the globe. They have an impact on how we live and how we minister to others, on how free we are to share the love of God in word and in action. And actually the letter says, Paul writes that we should pray for all those in authority, not just national leaders but local leaders, even the leaders of our church. And so the instruction is to pray for them. Pray that God would give them the wisdom to lead well, to lead wisely. Pray that God would influence their decisions, that he would enable them to see the world as he sees it. Pray that they may make decisions that help us to lead those peaceful lives in godliness and holiness. Pray that they don't succumb to the temptations of power and wealth that all too often come along with authority. You don't have to like those who lead. You don't have to like those with authority. Church leaders, local politicians, world leaders. You don't have to like them, but you should be praying for them. They need your prayers. It's not an easy job to lead, particularly in times like these where the world faces a crisis. So as I close today, don't rush off to the next part of your day. Don't click on to the next video. Don't open your emails. Don't go and make a cuppa. Don't head off and do whatever you're going to do. As I close, don't do anything else. Just stop. Take a few minutes and pray for your leaders. Pray for those who have authority over you in your work life, in your spiritual life, in your nation, in the world. Pray for those in authority. Pray that God would be with them. Pray for wisdom. Pray, pray, pray. Let's pray together for those in power today.